Heading out to the range right now. Today we're going to talk about and review Remington's M887 Nitro Mag. We're going to convert it from the standard over to a full tactical. So, let's go. Hi everybody, Mike Bishop for Tactical POV, and today I'm going to show a 2-in-1 conversion from an original Remington M887 Nitro and convert it over to the M887 Tactical. Okay, if you bought the original, it's a pretty simple conversion. All the parts I got from Remington, okay, and I'll break down a little bit later on the retail on per part of what it costs. Basically, to convert it over, if you want a 2-in-1 shotgun, it's great. If you want to buy it separate, hey, that's fine too. But I bought this when it first released, when it came out, and waited for some time. I know a year later, they came out with a tactical version. So I'm going to say, well, I'm not going to buy 2 shotguns when I can just get the parts and convert over to the one that I have and switch them in and out whenever I feel like, okay? So at the time then, they didn't have all of the parts available from Remington, so later on I just basically myself put it in the back burner, and later on just bought the parts when everything was available after I thought about it and put it out. And I got everything together here, and I'm going to show you exactly how to convert this thing over, and something a little different here. If you have the original, there's a little something that I found out when I converted mine over, so I'm going to get to that right now. Alright, let's get to it. Okay, as you see, all the parts here are laid out. These are all retail from Remington, and I'll give you the prices for these. As far as what you're looking at here is the mag tube extension right here, your 2-shot extension here. This was $66.95. Okay, the mag spring right here, the extended spring for this. This is $4.95, and a barrel assembly. Barrel assembly. We got the tactical barrel, and it does come with the extended choke tube. Okay. Take this out to give you an idea real fast. Pull this out. But you know you need a choke tube for just about every shotgun. Okay, make it interchangeable. This is Remington Tactical extension cylinder. Okay, nice good breech here. Serrated here also for breeching door hinges and door locks. Okay, and door knobs. Okay, works really good for that. It does come with this, or you can buy it separate, and I cannot remember the price. What this costs separate, this extension choke tube, but you can purchase it separate. Okay, and you've got the Picatinny rail. This is straight from Remington. It's a 5-inch 3-hole screw. Is for the tactical version of this shotgun, and also barrel clamp. Barrel clamp assembly is right here. This one here was $43.95, and I can't remember if I said it. This is $30.95. Okay. So this conversion is pretty simple. It's really not a lot to it. I'm sure if you got other shotguns you've had that's got a 2-in-1 conversion, okay, it's fine. I know Remington has a couple other models too, with the 870s. So getting started here, as we always do, always check the receiver. Make sure you check for clear. There's nothing loaded in it. Okay, always be safe all the time. Okay, also it is locked. Take the end cap off here for the receiver. I'm sorry for the shots receiver. Over here, take the end cap off. Okay. There we go. Get out of the way. Get the spring out. Take this off because you're going to have to transfer this. Short spring, as you see. Standard. Nice little wiggle. Off. Okay. Sit that there. Now, one thing I do have to remind you, okay? On the standard version, like I said, I bought this original before the tactical version came out. With this, I did notice there's a keeper. They're forged inside the receiver tube for the shot shells. It's forged in here, okay? And that's to keep the follower that's in here. Sorry about that. It's to keep the follower from backing itself all the way out into the end, where you have to turn it and then take it out, you know, on its own. So with that, you have to get a Dremel, and if you have one, if you don't, I suggest you get one by now, especially if you're around firearms and doing any kind of smithing with them yourself. Definitely need a Dremel. It's a lifesaver. Okay, took me less than 5 minutes. Basically, what I did is just ground this flush. Okay, got one at the top, one at the bottom. Ground it flush because you're going to need to, because that follower needs to go all the way up inside for the extra 2 shots here. Okay, if you don't, you're only going to jam 5 shots. You're not going to get 7. The last 2. So you need to grind this out to get that follower to follow past that up inside the extension too. Okay. Now, put this back on. Okay. Give a nice little slime right there. Make sure you see it tight. The extension spring. Okay. That. And back on. Okay. Let's get everything into the shot here. Give it a little twist, make sure it's set. And a little over here. And with this, because the barrel's loose, I like to shake and twist, shake and twist, shake and twist until this is seated, until that barrel doesn't have any more wiggle, and this is seated solid. Okay? Everything is nice and tight. Now, you'll need a 1/8 Allen wrench. Okay? 1/8 for Picatinny. Put this back on. These screws, they interchange. With the markings here, you do have a side as far as one side for your the swivel side for your sling, whatever you might have. The other side is also equipped right here for your Picatinny rail, a little mini Picatinny. You can't screw this up really. The only thing you have to do is, as you see the markings on it, there's arrows that mark down. It spells out mag. Okay, for one side, and it's also for the other side. The Picatinny side also says the same thing. It's an arrow pointing down, says mag. It's pretty simple. I myself like putting a Picatinny rail on the left side, make it quick access to my left hand, okay? And some might prefer it on the other side. It might be demonstrator shown on the other side. I prefer it on the left side. So what we'll do, we'll run this, and the slot to sit it is right here. You'll see the cutout for it. You won't be able to mount it here. It's not gonna fit. Either way, the cutout for this clamp is directly right here in the middle of the shot tube. Okay? So lay it over there, and like I said, these screws, they only go in one way. The bolts do, I should say. One goes in here, the other one goes another way. There's really no way you can actually get this wrong, so understand that. Drop that in, okay? Flip it over. And put the clamp on. Like I said, it has to go in one direction down. And then get your screw here. To get it set, okay? Same difference here. That one over here. This is just a little snug, so you have to kind of shove that through a little bit right there. And have a little bit of patience with this because these are fine thread and you don't want to cross thread here and screw this up. So have a little bit of patience and it'll set itself right in, nice and easy, nice and smooth. Just back over, same thing with this here. Of course, you never want to give these things a death grip or torque, okay? They're going to seat nice and true. You just want to give it a nice little snug. There you go. Nice little snug. I'll flip this back over. And I'll insert Picatinny. Oops. Same thing, nice little snug, not a death grip or torque. Here we go. And there you go. As you see it, the Nitro Mag. Well, there you go. It's all together. The Remington M887 Nitro Mag Tactical. Like I said, a full conversion from the original standard, from the hunting version, over to the tactical version. Okay, I can't remember if I told you the price before. I'm going through this thing here. So, like I said, retail from Remington, all the parts are $385.75. Okay, that's retail. If you can find these parts cheaper, great. You know, save yourself a few dollars. Also, the MSRP on the actual tactical from Remington is $534. Of course, we've all seen it cheaper for anywhere from $499, $490 and down. Okay, it's a really, really good shotgun. Okay, like I said, I got mine from the original when it first released. Okay, a year later they came out with the tactical version. So over time I just put it on the back burner and just waited to get the parts for it and order them straight from Remington or so. At the time when I called years ago, they didn't have a certain part, and it was the two-shot extension. They didn't have the two-shot extension tube sold separate. It was at the time, from what I was told, it only came with the tactical version, not a sold separate item. So I put it on the back burner and waited and see if they would eventually sell it. So, and then last year I pulled it out and called them up, and everything was available. So, of course, if you're a licensed dealer for Remington, which I am, you can get it at a dealer price. You can get these parts a lot cheaper. Like I said, I quoted you retail. I got this stuff a lot cheaper. If you find it cheaper, something like that, great. But like I said, really no problems with this shotgun. I know I saw some reviews from a few reviews or so that people tested this shotgun. Okay, and I believe they tested theirs as the actual tactical version. Okay, like I said, mine, I converted it. Now, I don't know what issues they had. I saw some that had a couple issues from it, from the tactical version. Now, that might have been a different batch. Like I said, I got the original batch. I just converted it. My gun is not clunky. The stock is still, it's still solid. It's still true. The barrel still seats tight, okay, as designed to. Everything locks and changes. I have no issues with this firearm. So, and I've shot quite a few rounds through it, quite a few. Not one problem, okay? Of course, you do need to know that it is designed for high brass shells because the receiver receives 3.5-inch shells. And so low brass shells, if you've seen the reviews, in case you noticed it or anything like that, you're going to have an issue shooting low brass shells out of this. Really, the bolt carrier is not designed to shoot that, just designed to shoot for high brass, okay? Outside of that, there's no issues. I haven't seen any. Like I said, I put quite a few rounds through. So anyway, there you go. Guys, if you like my video, please hit like. I appreciate it. Subscribe to my channel. Give me some time here. I know I'm trying to get the more reviews out of some other products that I have also. Dealing with the weather. We had some really rainy weather this year. Okay, so that's become a big issue here so far as getting outdoor reviews here and putting things together. Okay, I'm going to try to get some indoor stuff with you, but at the same time, like I said, subscribe to my channel. I'll get some more out. I will have a review coming up for the Vortex Red Dot, Mini Red Dot Spark 2. Okay, that's the one I decided to go with on here. It's for the shotgun here. I'm gonna give a review for that here real soon. That's a pretty impressive red dot for the money. It's not bad at all. Really not bad. Okay, so with that being said, this is Michael Bishop for Tactical POV saying stay aware, stay safe, God bless.